Finally, I've gotten my Tunisian crochet hooks. So when it comes to using the Tunisian crochet technique, I tried it using a normal crochet hook, but then it was forming, it can only be as short as the crochet hook is. And I wanted to make something bigger than that, something that I can do for blankets. So I said I must find Tunisian crochet hooks. So I usually sell knitting needles, and so this one time that I was bringing in a stock of thrifted knitting needles, I found these two Tunisian crochet, like they were just God sent. Yeah, so I found these two Tunisian crochets. This is the straight one, it's size H. What is size H? Size H. This is a straight one, and then there's this other one which is a 5mm, and this is the circular one, I think for crocheting in the round. So I found these two and I was so happy. I was like, finally I'm going to start doing Tunisian crochet. The reason as to why I like Tunisian crochet is because I like knit look. Like I've been doing a lot of knit like outfits. Like I like knit like cardigans. So I either usually use half double crochet in the back loop, or I use slip stitches so that my outfits look like have the knit like look. Also using single crochet in the back loop. I've made cardigans using single crochet in the back loop only. That takes time, but then you get the knit like look. But then with slip stitches, like slip stitches in the back loop only, I'm working on a cardigan using slip stitches in the back loop only, and that is coming out so beautifully. But then that is so much work. You can imagine like doing cardigans and blankets with slip stitches. That's crazy. If someone who crochets hears me using slip stitches for a blanket, they literally kill me. Like, what do you mean you're using slip stitches for a blanket? So I thought maybe we do Tunisian crochets, because I think Tunisian crochet is just like doing single crochets. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it. So first I'm going to try using the straight one, and then later on I'll learn using the other circular one when I'm working on a sweater. But for now, I'm just going to give the straight one a try. So from what I learned by watching YouTube tutorials while I was making using a crochet hook, is you just make chains the same way you make chains while working on other crochet projects. So I'm going to make chains. Sorry. I'm going to make chains long enough for like the front panel of a cardigan. Yeah. It's so hard to hold it, I think, because there's no like a place to rest your thumb. It becomes so hard to hold it. Yeah, it keeps on sliding now. So I think I don't even know how to like go about that. I'm gonna hold it like a knife. I don't know. So I'm wondering if chaining it is what is taking me this much time. What about working the stitches? Anyway, so help me God. So there we go. Get there, get there. Okay, so what I know about working the stitches is you skip the first one, then you insert your hook on the second one, just the same way you work using a crochet hook. So insert your hook, pull up a loop and leave it there. Insert your hook on the next stitch, pull up a loop, then hold it there. You're going to do this for every other stitch. Insert and pull, insert and pull, insert and pull until the end of the row. Yeah, so I got to a point where I cannot hold it on here, so while inserting the hook like this. Like, I have to move my fingers. I don't know if this is how it works, so I'll just have to move my finger here. The more loops you have on your hook, the more hard it's becoming for me to go fast. Another thing that I don't know is if the sizes of the loops differ, it's going to affect the neatness of the stitches, because I think I had some a little bit tighter than others. I don't know if that is going to affect the neatness of the stitches. We'll see about that. So there we go. I think this is going to take as much time as knitting. I haven't really done a lot of knitting. I've tried it once, but I've never like made a whole piece, even a scarf, through knitting. But then after Tunisian, I'm going to try knitting more. I'm going to try and make an outfit by a knitted outfit. Like, I've never gotten that much into knitting. So I'm doing the last one. So after I've done the last one, there are my loops. So what you do, you yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I don't know if I can hold it from here. I feel like it's comfortable for me to hold it from the metallic thing rather than where the yarn is. I prefer holding it here. I don't know how that will go if I have yarns up to this point. If the loops go up to the very end, I don't know how I'll go about that. But then this is me yarning over and pulling through 2, yarning over and pulling through 2. Yarning over and pulling through 2. And then I'm doing the last 2, pull through 2. After pulling through 2, what do we do? Oh, no, we don't turn our work. I just remember for the normal crochet we turn our work. The chain one we turn our work. So this one you're not going to turn our work. So you're going to insert your hook. So you see right here, we have this. We have the front, the one that comes in front like this, and the one that goes to the back like this. So you're inserting it in the middle here. When you go to the next one, this is it. Right here in the middle of those two, the front and the back. Can I say loop? Yeah, in the middle of that loop, that is where you're inserting your hook. So you're going to start with this one here. So insert, pull a loop, insert, pull a loop like that, insert and pull like that. So you go again till the very end, you pull through 2, come and repeat the same thing. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. So I have 3 hours for when the baby sleeps. The baby naps for about 3 hours, so I have 3 hours for me to do this. I'm going to sit down without moving for 3 hours, and then I'll come back 3 hours later so that you can see what you can manage to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on my project. I'm just so happy. I'm gonna work on it, and then I'll come back after the 3 hours so that you can see what we'll have. Hi there. Oh, how I love it. Like, you see that people say knitting is relaxing than crocheting because you're not doing a lot, you're just repeating the same thing. If you're using like the simplest stitches, that is, you know, for knitting you also have complex stitches. If you're using the simplest stitches and are just flowing with it. So this is our project. Ta-da! What could I turn it? I'm so scared of making a cardigan. Thought I want to make a cardigan. This was the front panel, but now what can I turn it into? Maybe a headband for a kid. Or should I just be patient and continue doing it until it becomes that cardigan I was looking forward to? I made a mistake here. Is this called dropping stitches? Is that what it's called? Is it dropping stitches? But I did that. But then like for a start, this is it's so nice and it's so neat. Look at that. I love the knitted look on it. It's so pretty. But the only other thing is that it's so dense. Like it's so, I don't know what word to use, but then I can say dense. Yeah, like it's not flowy. I don't know if it's because of the stitch. And then I also like the back of it. This is how the back looks. I also like the back of it. I think I can even have it on this side. But this side is prettier than this. Yeah, but I like it. When it comes to speed, this is so slow. Maybe it's because I'm a beginner, but then it's slow. I'll check a couple of months later to see if it's slower because I'm a beginner or if it's just slow. Yeah, but then it's coming out slowly. Like I'm really taking a lot of time. With 3 hours I will have done a lot. With just my crochet hook, I will have done a lot. Maybe I'm just learning how to catch, to like hold the hook and all that. The same thing when I started crocheting, it used to take a lot of time. So I'm hoping that is what's happening here. Maybe later on I'll be able to, please someone give me hope and tell me it's only because I'm a beginner, but this will get better because I really want to do this. So what I was thinking about this was, you see the way you usually make the ribbing for your cuffs, your collar, and then the cardigan, where you put your buttons, the way we usually make those ribbing. At times when you make the ribbing, they have double crochet and single crochet, like they don't look as nice. Like at times I usually wish we'd use something so small like a slip stitch. So this is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this for ribbings. So for like cuffs and collars, for my cardigans, this is what I'm going to start using for the ribbings, for the collars and the cardigans. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. So I'll be doing Tunisian crochet for the collars of the cardigans and the cuffs. I think this will look, and it will, because it's dense too, it will be able to hold for, like, to hold the, you know, for long, and it will look nice too. That is, I'll be using it so it will be this side up like this. I'm gonna use this for the ribbing. It looks so nice, and the fact that it's denser than the normal like single slip stitches and all that, it's not stretchy. Like you don't need it to be that stretchy. Yeah, like it stretches a little, yes, just a little, to like for you to insert your hands in the cardigan. I'm gonna use this. So generally I love it, and because I already started crocheting, like I'm a crocheter, so this is not as hard for me. So I love it. This is something that I'm going to continue doing. And next I'm going to make, I can't wait, I'll make a vlog of me making a sweater using this. Like I can't wait to try this one. They look so fancy and so relaxing and all that. I can't wait to try this too. I usually have circular knitting needles, and because I don't knit, usually just look at them and like, when will I start knitting and use this circular needle? So being able to try this first before the circular knitting needles. There's something else that I thrifted. Let me show you guys. I thrifted I thrifted this box of, it was like $1. So that is 150 shillings, is like $1 US. I thrifted this box of beads, and I think there's some real nice gems in here. So sometimes I actually think I might be able to find gold while thrifting. Like this looks so nice. Look at this. Do you see that? I think you do. That actually looks like diamonds. But maybe it's fake diamonds or something, I don't know. But yeah, look at this one too. I think I can use this to make like rings. And also this to make rings. You can attach to a ring, and then This can be an entire like engagement ring. I can sell it. But anyways, that is what I did show you. They look really amazing and antique. Look at this. Look at the earrings. It's so pretty. That is why I love thrifting. You'll find something so pretty. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. So let me just continue with my cardigan, really hoping that I'll finish the cardigan.